Good morning. We are Nigerian for Port Harcourt. My name is Enoh Ogbevire, and we're having the region's biggest conversation. If you're familiar with this part, it will not come as a surprise. Allegations against a chief, a king, a paramount ruler from their subjects or from other people, sometimes even security agencies, and sometimes even the government, saying that they enable crime in their domains. So over the weekend, we had a conversation with someone. He goes by General VIP. He has been declared wanted by the Rivers State government, and he said Eze Felix Otuwarikpo had asked him to do some dirty business for him, but he refused, and that is the reason why the Eze took his name to the Rivers State governor to declare him wanted. We'll listen to what he said in a bit, but Eze is here, and he will tell us exactly what is going on. General VIP on one side, making allegations against the Eze Igbu Upata, His Royal Majesty Eze Felix Otuwarikpo. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. Stay tuned.
Eze Felix Otuwarikpo on several occasions had called me to assassinate the following persons. Then Ekpeye chairman of his local government, Eze Igbu Upata, because they both had a case in the court. Mr. Vincent HRM, because he believed it might be an obstacle to him becoming the next Eze Ekpeye. He promised me heaven on earth, but because none of this his aims aligns to mine, I declined his proposal. Why does he want all these men dead? He should be asked, please.
All right, he's here. He'll answer. Some other allegations.
The arms that were submitted to the River State government here is a Opata, His Royal Highness Felix Otuwarikpo. He gave them to OSPAC to cause havoc in the kingdom. I, General VIP, I agree to the peace, Ekpeye Kingdom. For I don't go about seeking other belongings. I struggle to survive, and most especially, I mind only my business and talk only about the progress of my fellow youths in Ekpeye Kingdom.
All right. He's had his say. Now the Eze is here. Eze Kaniye Ekashe.
Thank you. Good morning, River State.
Good morning. First of all, do you know this person in person? Do you know him in person, this General VIP? Because we don't know his real names, his given names.
His name is Obodo Oloben.
Okay.
Obodo Oloben, that's his real name. He's from Ochiba community.
So are you familiar with him?
I'm not familiar with him. He's one notorious criminal that is wanted by the Opata Kingdom. And his immediate community can attest that I have gone to that community to appeal to them to produce Obodo.
For what crimes exactly, sir?
He's, over time, since I conducted the amnesty program, that's when I got to know of his person. That was in 2019. The rate of killings at that period was so much. And I wrote to the security agencies to give me an opportunity to address the security situation in Ekpeye land. I told them that the gun could silence a criminal by killing him, but the gun cannot silence the ideology of the criminal. So when you kill one criminal, others pick that ideology and they run with it. And so it's difficult to contain crime in the society without effectively applying other measures. And the security agencies in Ahoda graciously gave me the go-ahead. And thereafter, I informed the governor of my desire to disarm Ekpeye cultists. His Excellency, the Police Commissioner, the DSS, and the GOC at that time approved. And I went from camp to appeal to all of them to surrender. And that if they agree to surrender, I will appeal to His Excellency to pronounce a general amnesty to all of them. And that in the course of discussion, other militants, Ukela Ochoma of Ahoda, accepted to lead the Icelanders. Kumasi accepted the amnesty. Oglenye, known as Danger Boy, accepted the amnesty. Ebuka, who was twice to VIP, accepted the amnesty. And others who were with him, all of them accepted the amnesty. But he refused to accept the amnesty. And it was on the strength of that refusal, the then DCO, Divisional Crime Officer of Ahoda Division, Mr. Bako Agbasen, who is now in Bori, led a team of police officers to his camp at Obodi. And he was shot. And he ran away. It was after the shooting that he accepted to surrender.
But why was he resisting in the first instance? Did you get any information from him?
Yes, the information available to me was that prior to that period, he has killed so many soldiers and collected their, he will let so many soldiers kill them and collected their weapons. And so he was afraid of coming out because the security agencies will apprehend him. But I assured him that he should come out, that this is an amnesty program. In law, once a criminal surrenders, you cannot do anything to him. You can't do anything to a criminal that has surrendered voluntarily. And so I assured him that he should come out. I sent the clan head to go and bring him when we are coming to the government house. Yet he refused to come. He refused to surrender. All the entreaties, after the amnesty, all the people working with him deserted him. They are today in Ahoda. Some of them are doing business, some of them are riding Okada and a whole lot of things. He started recruiting new boys and killing people unnecessarily in our area.
Taking us back to the matter of ideology, right?
Yes.
But let's look at some of the things he mentioned. Local government, the local government area chairman, your opponent, he said, how is it that he mentions these names? If you don't know him, there are no interactions.
In the first instance, the local government chairman is my mother's younger brother. Okay. My mother's younger brother. Traditionally, he's the owner of my head. And so why would I kill him? The local government chairman, so far as I'm concerned, he's not contesting for the stool of Eze Igbu. And the Ekpeye people have not declared the stool of Eze Igbu vacant. There's no such thing. There's no contest for now. And in the last Ekpeye Congress, I told my people that because the state government has elevated 5 stools to first class. Before now, we used to have only one first class traditional ruler, our late father, the Eze Robinson. And so, for us to have a successful transition to producing an Eze Igbu, Ekpeye nation must come up with a constitution that will define the role of that new Eze Igbu. In the absence of an Ekpeye constitution that will define the role of that person, there will be crisis.
So what was Eze Robinson working on?
No, Eze Robinson, when he was alive, appointed me as his deputy. It was natural because I was the most senior traditional ruler.
I understand. No, yes. I'm saying, you talk about the constitution. So I'm saying, on what constitution was the former Eze?
No, there was no constitution.
So what's the need to create one now? What's going on?
No, because he was the only first class and he had that dominance over the entire Ekpeye land. Okay. Now we have 5 first class traditional rulers. If an Eze Igbu is selected, he will be the 6th. And so the River State chieftaincy law does not give any traditional ruler power to pretend over another first class. Oh. And so to allow peace to reign, we must define the functions of the incoming Eze Igbu to avoid conflict. And then for Vincent HRM and Eze Madweni, so far as I'm concerned, they are not, even if Ekpeye people come out today to put the contest on ground, they are not even a threat if I decide to contest.
Is it a free-for-all?
Yes.
So anyone
can contest.
Oh, really?
So they cannot even match me because my credentials are clear. What I'm doing in Ekpeye land today is clear.
But you're already a first-class traditional ruler,
exactly. Right? That is the funniest thing because the issue is I have never at any time told anyone I'm contesting for the stool of Eze Igbu. Because for those people who are Ekpeye people, they understand that the stool of Eze Igbu Upata is very powerful.
So what is this around?
And so it is inconsequential for me to even contemplate leaving a powerful stool to go and contest for a ceremonial stool.
But hold on. So what is it about that stool? There must be something.
About the Eze Igbu stool?
Yes.
No, the issue is there are certain persons who, because of my appointment as the regent of Ekpeye land, because nature abhors a vacuum. And the Ekpeye people had a bylaw long before I came to the throne. That when the Eze Igbu passes on, the most senior traditional ruler, who is the deputy president of the Eze Igbu council, steps in as a regent to the stool of Eze Igbu, pending when an Eze Igbu is elected.
So technically, you're still the most senior first class
in Ekpeye land today.
Although the government does not recognize that.
No, the government recognizes me as the most senior traditional ruler in Ekpeye land.
No, I understand, but
yes.
In hierarchy, so somehow you are higher than the other four. Somehow.
Yes, because I was recognized first class before all
the
of them.
rest of them.
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying that the main issue here is that some people, what is it that they want?
In fact, they are desperate to be Eze Igbu. And because of my performance in Ekpeye land, they are convinced that if I decide to contest, that they cannot match me in the contest. And so the best option they have is to blackmail me.
So you think that's what they're using VIP
It's
for?
just a cheap blackmail. Everybody knows that VIP is a common criminal. And everyone knows, the security agencies in Ahoda know that I have hunted for him over time. There are several security reports I have written to the government.
So why would he come out now to make these allegations against you?
That is the issue. Why hasn't he come out before now to say so? Why hasn't he come to tell the people? And why is he still in hiding? If he has this kind of weighty allegation, I expect that he should go to the police or SSS and surrender himself and tell them, this is why I'm hiding. Because the Eze is pursuing me. And he's pursuing me because he asked me to go and kill. And the government will give him protection if he so comes out. So why is he hiding? And why has he not made this kind of allegation before now?
Well, maybe he's not so sure that government will give him protection because the government itself has already declared him wanted. So how do you balance that?
No, government declared him wanted because of the volume of security reports against him. He claimed that I told the governor. Of course, the governor is alive. The governor is still on seat. And so if there's any day I inform the governor of to declare VIP wanted, the governor at least should be able to say so. But so it's not in my place as a traditional ruler to report my subjects to the governor. I will take action, and the action I will take is through the security agencies. It doesn't concern the governor. We will take appropriate action. And of course, the governor based his action on the security reports available to him. The security agencies in Ahoda, entire Ahoda, both Ahoda East and Ahoda, know the activities of VIP. They know. This is somebody who was involved in burning down several houses in Ochiba community, his hometown. He burned several houses. The traditional ruler of Ochiba community died because of his house that was burned by VIP. He burnt several houses in the Kata community.
Okay, so hold on. So this is a story that comes out after the person has now become a villain. Because I spoke to Kumasi the other time, and he said, I've worked for these people in government. He kept saying, and I said, what kind of work were you doing for them? I knew he didn't say much, because he's still hoping to get some pardon from the government. But, I mean, this is you now. You're here, and I want to thank you for coming. But we've had this matter over and over again. We'll have people calling in from communities saying that, Enoh, leave this thing. Traditional rulers are enabling crime. What would you say to that?
Well, I would want your station to carry out an independent investigation in Ekpeye land. And you'll be surprised to discover that Ekpeye is at peace today because of my work. I restored peace in Ekpeye land.
How?
The traditional amnesty we did was not a collective something. I drove it single-handedly.
What is traditional amnesty?
We brought out all the cultists and compelled them to surrender. The weapons they surrendered, I handed everything to government at the government house in the presence of all the service commanders. They were there. Your station was there. And everyone. I handed over all the weapons recovered to government. And the over 400 cultists that repented, I handed them over to His Excellency, who pronounced amnesty on them. And same day, we took them to the police headquarters for profiling and binding over.
So how did I know Kumasi is from your area. He's not the one we're talking about now.
Yes.
But how is it that both of them are now on the governor's wanted list? If they received amnesty, you took them there for profiling, then what went wrong?
Well, the security agencies would know why.
No, you should be familiar with this. You've been there long enough. They are your sons.
Yes.
What could have gone wrong?
It's possible for somebody to take amnesty, and it's possible for such a person to violate his terms of amnesty. But I'm talking about the case of VIP. He never at any time participated in amnesty program. He never did. He never surrendered at any time. He never. The information he gave to the station was wrong. VIP never surrendered. Ask any Ekpeye person. They will tell you that VIP never surrendered. He never did. He has been in hiding and is continuously killing people. After governor made that pronouncement, he called me.
Who called you?
VIP.
Oh, he has your number.
He called me. Of course, my number, I'm a public figure. My number is everywhere.
Okay.
So he called me and threatened that he is coming after me. I told him, well, I'm not one of the absentee traditional rulers who live in Port Harcourt and or Calabar. That I'm in the village. And I'm in the village because I'm elected by my people to rule them from my village and not from Port Harcourt. That let him come and meet me in my community. Or if he so desires, he should wait for me anywhere along the road. I'm not a coward. I'm not a traditional ruler that anybody can threaten. And of course, my children know that. You know, I told the reporter yesterday or so that if 4 traditional rulers, I making 5, do what I'm doing in Ekpeye land, there will be no insecurity in River State. If we have 5 traditional rulers, that's plus myself, making 5, do exactly what I'm doing in Ekpeye land, in their domains, there will be no insecurity in River State.
All right, we'll find out what exactly he's doing. We're talking to His Royal Majesty Eze Felix Otuwarikpo. He is from Ekpeye Kingdom, and he's responding to some allegations by a wanted, alleged notorious gang leader known as General VIP. Eze Felix Otuwarikpo is also the king of Upata Kingdom in Ekpeye land. We'll take a commercial and then we'll open the phone lines. If you're in Ekpeye, behold your king. If there's something you know that he's not telling us and you'd like to ask him, then of course after the commercial. We are Nigerian Football Harker. This is where we have the region's biggest conversation. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. Stay tuned. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 081. Otuwarikpo is here, and he's responding to allegations by a wanted person alleged to be a notorious gang leader in Ekpeye land. He goes by the name General VIP, but the Eze here says his real name is Obodo Oluben from Ochiba community. So before that commercial, you were telling us some of the things that you do. In your words, if 4 others could join you to do that, there'll be no crime again in the community. So tell us some of these things that you do.
When I came on board, at the time, our late father, Eze Robinson, was alive. And I told him, our father, one of the issues I noticed that had generated crisis in our area is the sale of scholarship opportunities, job opportunities, and skill acquisition opportunities. And I told him, if we can stop this, the youth will be happy. And he said, go ahead. And in a meeting where he presided, I made an announcement to the Ekpeye people that henceforth, any person that sells any scholarship opportunity to anyone or skill acquisition or job placement, that I will arrest the person, chain him, and take him to his community to dance around the community as a thief before handing him over to security agencies for prosecution. I made that pronouncement. And that was the first time in Ekpeye land that scholarship opportunities were discussed in town halls till date. Our scholarship opportunities were no longer sold. Because I said, scholarship should be given to the indigent people, indigent students. As a traditional lawyer, first-class traditional lawyer, you are giving scholarship opportunity to your own children, then you are wicked. You are a wicked traditional ruler. You know, and we equally said that on no account should a traditional ruler surround himself with cultists. You cannot do that. That a traditional ruler should apply to government for security. I have police security around me. But till today, there are traditional rulers in Ekpeye land. When they visit home, you will see cultists guarding them in their houses.
Why does that happen?
Well, that explains those who are encouraging cultism and criminality in Ekpeye land. You know, we said you can't do that. And because they don't stay at home, they don't care what happens to the people at home. Thank God when the governor came to Ahoda last week, he emphasized that every traditional ruler should stay at home. But in spite of the governor's warning, all of them have returned to Port Harcourt.
Yeah, but we hear that, that stay-at-home thing is not working because of the level of insecurity.
Who is to enforce security in the community? If a traditional ruler runs away from his domain, who does he expect will be the one to, discuss insecurity in his domain? He's the front person. He is the key person in the community. A traditional ruler, once you are crowned, you have accepted to make sacrifice for your people. My house was attacked on 19th April 2019 in my village at Ehwaba. On 8th of July 2020, I was attacked on my way to my office at Edoha. That's the second assassination attempt on my life. But yet, I didn't run away from home. So why are they running from home? On the 8th of February this year, the palace and building, the central palace, before I came, all traditional rulers in Ekpeye ruled from their personal houses. I said, no, we must have a central palace to give that stool the respect it deserves. And I'm building a central palace at Edoha. One amongst others in this part of the country. The same persons, because of their envy, sponsored thugs to go and destroy the palace. They vandalize it. The report is before the governor, is before security agencies. And I have achieved in less than 4 years what all of them put together have not achieved in 10, 15 years, 20 years they have been on the throne.
All right. Hold on, sir. He mentions that some traditional rulers in Ekpeye land are not at home. What he also means is that they're not together in this fight against insecurity, or they're not together in terms of developing the Ekpeye ethnic nationality. But let's take some calls at this time. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009. God's time from Elios on WhatsApp. VIP is a criminal, a murderer that has continuously perpetrated evil and insecurity. It's obvious he was sponsored to tarnish the image of our king, Otuwarikpo. If we had more of the likes of Otuwarikpo and Ekpeye, insecurity would have long gone in our land. I want to urge the Royal Majesty Felix to continue in his good works. Enoh, please ask your guest in his opening remarks. He says VIP did not accept amnesty, but later he accepted amnesty when he was shot in the leg. Why do you have that? Did he accept amnesty at any point?
No, he did not accept amnesty.
So when he was shot?
When he was shot, he now agreed to come out for the amnesty program. And when we are to now move to government house, he declined coming. He ran away.
Okay.
Today he never surrendered.
All right, we've got Charles in Alakaya. Charles, good morning.
Good morning, Enoh Ogbevire, my good sister.
Morning, Charles.
Yes, I love this program because the king there is our king.
Okay.
Yes, what the man was saying there is just better than the truth. The young guy called VIP, that man being the traditional ruler, he went and break out an amnesty through the River State government. VIP refused to attend the invitation. And he went and took gun and rob people and killing people in Opata areas. You are aware that 25 soldiers last year at Okobe is the one that did it. He was the one that ran everywhere about concerning Ekpeye, which is everybody in Ekpeye knows VIP. Everybody knows. Nobody can hide VIP. In every news in Ekpeye every day, you hear by VIP doing bunkering.
Only VIP is now committing all the crime in Ekpeye land. All the crimes are committed by one person.
The most problem in Abuja East is the most one. Everyone can give it. Even the Opata people, even the king is there. He was not in the community, but he knows everything that is going on. That's why everything that is seen there is the truth, better than the truth.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Charles. Let's take another call. Good morning. You're Nigerian info.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Baba for the masses calling from Port Harcourt.
All right.
Well, I must appreciate you, your good job. But let me also say, we should not use media or anything to send the kind of message of sympathy to these criminals. They have done worse in all these communities. They have set back development in their various communities. So I think the king cannot tell lies before his people. He cannot come to the media and tell lies before his people. All these traditionalists have been crying out what these boys are doing in their various communities. Including when they wanted to set internal security in their various communities, these boys declined. We are fighting OSPAC, arrival of OSPAC. So I think people should support the government. People should use media and support government, not to use media to fight the government, to fight crime. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. We're Nigerian folk. Good morning.
Hello, no, good morning.
How are you? Let's hear you.
Good morning. My own contribution is this amnesty of it. A man will get up, shoot a security member, kill them, and at the end of the day, you will call them down to give him amnesty, give him money. What about the security member? And we say we give them amnesty or mercy. That is the problem we are having in River State. You will see that person who killed their brother, who is a soldier or a policeman, and be opening hand, calling his name all kind of nickname. He's a VIP, he's a bastard.
Oh, please, we don't like bad language on radio. But thank you for calling. You know, somebody is saying that it's not possible that people like VIP will exist and become as notorious as they become without people like, people in authority being part of it. How would you respond to that? Supporting them in some way, or looking the other way, or petting them?
Of course, what you're saying is actually very right. It's very right. The VIP cannot exist in isolation. Yeah. As a matter of fact, if effort has been made even before my becoming a traditional ruler to clear that boy, that would have been done. You know, if you watch the trend of election, the 2019 election and the local government, subsequent local government elections and all that, you discover that elections in Ekpeye land has been relatively peaceful since 2017. Okay. Relatively peaceful.
What changed?
You know, in the past, there are a lot of killings during elections. But
killings being done by Ekpeye people, right?
Yes, but I made a strong pronouncement to the politicians. Before the presidential election, the 2019 election, I called all the parties and I gave them a clear warning that in course of the campaign, if I see you with any thug armed in Ekpeye land, you will be arrested. And when I arrest you, I will tie you and hand you over to the governor. And I will convince the government not to allow you to contest the election. I stood my ground that there must not be any thuggery in course of the election. And that was enforced. And that's why in all elections in Ekpeye land, it has been very peaceful, because I stood my ground as a traditional ruler that I will not allow bloodshed. I was not elected to come and rule dead bodies. I'm elected to come and rule living beings.
Oh, let's talk about this matter of amnesty. You mentioned it, you know, that you try to initiate it. Some people believe also that in fact, that's the biggest part of the problem, where you allow people who have shed blood, raped, vandalized, maimed, and all that, come back into the community.
In fact, not for the amnesty, Ekpeye wouldn't have been at peace. Because the police is incapacitated to handle security in the communities. Probably in Port Harcourt, traditional rulers in the city like Port Harcourt, of course, they have not much work to do, because the government is doing all their work. But we at the community level, we know what we are going through. How many communities will the security agencies cover? How many police do we have in Ahoda? How many soldiers do we have in Ahoda? And so I preferred a solution that will work for my people.
No, but you know,
these people have killed, yes. You know, must they continue to kill? And the answer is no.
What about those who they've killed, those who have been victims? How do you also?
No, we appeal to the people to forgive.
Just like that.
To forgive, yes, they have to forgive.
Just like that.
Because there is no way you can recover human life that has been killed. And the situation we found ourselves when I came into the throne was such that we couldn't have done it otherwise.
Okay.
Because before I came into the throne, we have lost over 400, 500 Ekpeye sons between 2015 and 2017 in cause of the cult crisis.
So they're cultists. So
Yes.
it's a supremacy battle. How can you fix that?
See,
Because it's an ideology fight. It's not. Yeah, they use guns as well, but
Yes.
like you said, you kill one, another would rise.
Yes.
So, how effective is that?
No, when you talk about a supremacy battle between the cult groups,
They always have them.
they always have them, but innocent persons are involved.
Not really.
Innocent persons are involved because the killings in the community does not only involve cultists. Aged women, children were killed as a result of shootings. And so I wouldn't allow that. I was not elected to come and supervise killing of my people. There were severally, even in this station, I was here in 2019, and I complained bitterly of the role of security agencies in supporting a lot of atrocities in my domain. I was on air in River State Broadcasting 99.1 FM, and I made clear statements that if anything happened to me, security agencies should be held responsible. Because I'm fighting pipeline vandalism, that this is a pro-fire business. I never wanted it in my kingdom. And as I speak, I don't want it in my kingdom. But go to Ahoda today, you will see security agencies line up, security agents line up,
But you're the same
encouraging
person.
this thing.
You're the same person that threatened to tie people up and take them to the governor. So why are you not doing this to the security agents?
In fact, the area commander that just left Ahoda, if he were still in Ahoda, he will confirm that I arrested several police officers and handed them over and locked them up at the police station. I arrested them.
Yeah, but will that be the solution?
I have written to the Commissioner of Police. The GOC was aware. Late Irefin visited me twice. He is the only GOC that has supported me on the fight against these criminals. All the efforts I made to get the soldiers involved, General Irefin was the only GOC that gave me full backing. And that's why today in Opata Kingdom we have 2 military bases to support the fight against criminality. But other agencies, they are paying lip service.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We've got David. Are you still there? David,
Yes,
good morning.
good
Thank
morning,
you for
Madam
staying
Enoh.
tuned. Let's hear you.
Thank you. My name is David West. Now, you see, my problem is, with all due respect to His Royal Majesty, it worries me and it gives me so much concern that His Royal Majesty is today in your station defending. I want to use the word defending as far as I'm concerned. He's defending himself on allegations of, I mean, it's terrible for him to be immersed in this kind of problem with the character or the manner at which he's describing the character of the person of General VIP. It is embarrassing to his too. I expect the traditional rulers of our days today to be very, very revered. But look at it. Your Royal Majesty is embarrassing, please. It's really embarrassing. And I want to advise you distance yourself completely from people like this. It's not too good. You should be talking of projects and other things you are doing as His Royal Majesty or your good works, and not for us to see you in this kind of arena. This is a dirty water arena we see you, Your Royal Majesty. It's not too palatable. And, well, I still want to leave General VIP to his conscience. The governor has declared him wanted, and he's coming out to give us different revolutions, this and that. Let nature and the law take its course.
All right, thank you, David. Another one in Aboa. David, good morning.
No, good morning.
Good morning. Final call.
Yes. Issue of VIP is not a surprise. I don't know him in person, but we are hearing that name as a notorious name in that Ahoda has.
Oh, really?
And what the Royal Highness says there is likely to be true. More especially the area of the bunkering is too much in our houses in the Aboa, because we cannot go abroad without the Ekpeye of their brothers' neighbors. So what surely speaking the truth. But I want to put on him, after the amnesty, which amnesty do you give the children of the victim that the VIP killed?
All right.
Please.
All right, thank you, David.
Answer me that.
Thank you, David from Aboa. That was the question I was trying to ask. When you say give the criminals amnesty and the victims are left to be forced to forgive, where's the justice there?
Well, today the station can confirm from Opata Kingdom. I have 63 students on active scholarship. Active scholarship, I mean the fees, the school fees, their dressing, their feeding, their transport, their books and everything. Complete full package, 63 of them on full scholarship. In 2019, I gave bursary to 986 students of Opata in tertiary institutions. And within the period I've stayed, I told my people that I will attract 10 new investments in 10 years. Today, I have 6 new investments in Opata Kingdom. I've equally attracted a police division into Opata Kingdom. The regional police clinic for the Rivers West is in Opata Kingdom. It's operating at Enoh community. I discussed with the River State Judiciary to approve a customary court for the Opata people, and it has been approved. In fact, as of today, we have 326 trainees that have graduated in our One Youth, One Skill program. Because I said, all Opata eligible sons and daughters must go through a skills acquisition program.
But so you haven't answered the question of justice. Where
yes,
is
in
the
the instance of justice, I set up, immediately after the amnesty program, I set up a rehabilitation and reconciliation committee headed by Reverend FOC Anthony. And this committee liaised with multinational companies in Ekpeye land to come up with a package to assist the victims and equally de-radicalize the repentant cultists. But unfortunately, the same group that are sponsoring VIP went to court to stop the committee from working. And the same group today that are sponsoring the same VIP to come on air to tarnish my image. Okay, so of course, I gave documents to your yes, this is one of them. I have complained to the leadership of this Ekpeye.
September 2019.
Yes, in this document, I made clear that there are certain traditional rulers that are taking me, sponsoring court cases to distract me. They've gone on air, they've gone on the newspapers to publish a lot of false allegations. And I called on Ekpeye people to intervene because they are distracting me from realizing my vision for the Ekpeye people.
All right. There's a question here that someone, sent. Patrick from Roomaking, he says, you can't absolve yourself from having a hand or foot in what's happening in the kingdom because it says from the way you sound, you have perceived enemies, which means you have means of protecting yourself, means that cannot be unveiled by you. So he says it's either you're pursuing someone or someone is pursuing you. He says since the wanted man is your enemy, the enemies of his enemy, or the enemies of your enemies have become his friends. So all these attacks that you have, alleged, you say it's disturbing your work. What do you want to see to ensure that there is lasting peace? Can you help me, please? To ensure that there's lasting peace, in Ekpeye land, because you said there's been relative peace for some time now. So what would you like to see?
That is the court judgment of those who challenge the regency. Okay. And the court has said that the process for my emergence as regent of Ekpeye land was correct. And they have gone on appeal. They should wait for the appeal to reverse the judgment of the High Court. They should stop distracting the leadership. They should stop sponsoring people to carry out cheap blackmail. It will not work. Ekpeye must move forward. Ekpeye has been so backward. For the first time, Ekpeye now have a charismatic leader that is paving the way for a clear direction Ekpeye should go. We are going out of our way to woo investors to come to Ekpeye. We have the resources, we have the land. The only thing that is lacking in Ekpeye land is unity. Once that unity is there and peace, Ekpeye will, in fact, give Ekpeye 5 years. Ekpeye will compete with any other tribe in this state and in the country. But they have consistently refused to allow Ekpeye move forward. And so the perceived enemies I have are those who believe that Ekpeye should not move forward. Those who think that what is due to the Ekpeye sons and daughters should be theirs. They should corner everything that comes to Ekpeye land. And I'm saying no. I left a juicy government position. I was a director on level 17 in government, holding a sensitive appointment in government. I left it to come and rule my people. I didn't come to come and amass wealth. I come to salvage my people from backwardness. And that is exactly what I will do, to salvage my people. Right. And so those who are sponsoring criminals to blackmail, they are wasting their time. I know they are doing it to dampen my spirit so that I will not do what I have made up my mind to do. But they will fail because I will continue to push for Ekpeye development.
All right. Someone asked the question here. Says, my schoolmate in CSS, Oyiba. Good morning, Royal Highness. I have a question for you. What are you doing concerning job opportunities in Ekpeye Kingdom? This says because unemployment is a major cause of crime in Ekpeye. His name is Douglas Abel. Your classmate, I believe.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we cannot be talking of job opportunities when criminality is everywhere. And one of the approaches I'm using to create job opportunity is to fight crime. Once crime reduces and there's peace, investors will come in. Even companies that are already in Ekpeye land are not functioning. There's a Shell SDP, this SPDC facility in Idu. They are not allowing that facility to operate. If that facility operates, at least they will employ up to 100 Ekpeye sons and daughters. And so those who are creating insecurity in Ekpeye land are the enemies of unemployment. They are the enemies of the Ekpeye people. They are those who are creating unemployment in Ekpeye land. And I want Ekpeye people to join me to say no to criminality. And it's only very few individuals that are supporting crime. Majority of the Ekpeye people carry out independent investigation, are in sync with me to reduce criminality in Ekpeye land.
All right. We have to stop here. Final message. Women familiarly says, "Truth they say shine like the moon." I'm not from Ekpeye, and neither do I know the traditional ruler there speaking. I took time to listen to him with keen interest, and from my assertion, he is a good leader. This the young man. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, King, for coming on the show. I have been speaking with His Royal Majesty, Eze Felix Otuwarikpo. He is the King of Upata Kingdom in Ekpeye land. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, that's a wrap on the Crossfire this morning. As it stands, General VIP, who the King has mentioned, his given name, Obodo Oluben, from Ochiba community, remains a wanted man by the River State government. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. Let us allow peace reign. Good morning.